Hey folks, I'm Colonel Sanders and you're not. We are going to be playing Tetris 99 tonight. Part of Tetris all August long. I'm a little tired, so forgive me if I don't have my words straight. I also burned the crap out of my hand today, so we'll see if I could even play this. The Tetris every day of August may not be continuing this year if my hand doesn't heal. So live on the phone. No. We just went live. Gained 1 follower already. That equals a Kentucky Fried Chicken fact. Oops. Kentucky Fried Chicken fact. Do we want a modern fact or do we want an old fact? I will allow y'all to decide that. Do we want a newer fact or do we want a history fact? Let's see if I can do this. No, this is a bit stuffy too. I just need one video on the shorts to take off like Instagram and TikTok did. And we'll see that live sub goal going up real fast. I remember the first day I started YouTube, Tyler and I were so excited. We thought we were going to be the next big stars. I think everybody does when we start off on YouTube. So how easy it is to create a channel, it's just growing the channel that is a challenge. But we all think, going into it as we should, that we're going to be the next big stars. And that's what motivates us. I'm not as fast with my thumb being burnt. Trying. It's hard. Nevaeh, do you want to try this? Please? Oh, right. Well, when you no longer have a headache, if I can't do this for the rest of the month, can you take over?
No.
I haven't practiced. My first year doing this, I stunk. I was doo-doo. I was doo-doo butter. It took too fast for me, but eventually I learned it. Tetris must endure. Hey, Randock. Oh, it's alright. I think the 10th day that we did this, I was streaming from the hotel by the hospital, and the signal was crap, so it's not that great. You only got like a few minutes of footage that's actually watchable, but yesterday was pretty good. We had about 300 viewers. Oh. This is very difficult to do with the burnt hand. Starting to get faster. Kinda hurts to push down. This is fine. Relaxing, huh? Is that why people like watching me play this? Well, yes, we were frying things. Sister was making pork chops, but we had to put them in the oven, and they started getting a little crispy in the oven, so I had to take them out. I had an oven mitt on, but the mitt wasn't mitting, and I burned my hand. There was no place to set them down, and I didn't want to drop them on the floor, so I just kind of ran around in circles in the kitchen, panicking, looking for a place to drop it. God, I'm glad we weren't live or recording that. Yeah, it's funny to watch, but... Oh, did it cook my hand. My dominant hand too. I mean, I burnt all my fingers, but the thumb got most of it. It's alright. Rub some mud on it. Now we're going ludicrous speed, huh? It's alright. Indeed. Oh crap. Not good. It's not a million because YouTube's algorithm is harder to crack. You actually have to earn it. My TikTok's not even at a million. It got 14 views, 14 notifications today. I have 300,000, over 300,000 followers. And 14 notifications. TikTok is the problem. Instagram, I had over 5,000 notifications for the day, and those videos are going out there. But the channel on Instagram's at 42.2 thousand. The videos are in the millions of views and thousands of views. It varies on what you watch. YouTube, for the month, I think we got 48,000 views total, and a few comments. A lot of the shorts and shorter long form videos that I have on the page are from Instagram. I post all the same videos on the same platforms. YouTube is slowly going up. We gained 100 subscribers within a week and a half, so that's growth. I've never seen that much growth in YouTube before in my 10 years on here. TikTok, I used to be able to post a video and get 50,000 views in an hour, 100,000 views overnight, 500,000 views in a week, 6.6 million views on over dramatized skitted content. I used to run the skit like, oh, it appears I'm being sued by KFC for leaking the original recipe. Want to know how to make their biscuits? Boom, people loved it. But hello, Detective Sanders. There's an S at the end. So I quit doing that stuff. I quit doing the TikTok, or I wouldn't do the TikTok shop, and they killed my channel once the TikTok shop came out, and I refused to sell things on it. TikTok's trying to push this thing. Everybody's a famous person that can sell something. Everybody's a salesperson. And it's just so, it's like watching those infomercials where they're saying, I bought this off of this website. I got this PS5 for $20. I will not lower myself to that. I cannot stand seeing the lives where people were, I mean, good on them for making that bread. Good on them. But I do not understand the lives that I'm scrolling through on TikTok. Yes, thank you. Give me all that money. Send me all these gifts and stuff. They don't even post any content. People just sending money, and they get hundreds and thousands of views on their lives. I don't understand doing that. And I've seen some of the videos they post. They're not like that in their videos. They do it for the lives. It's like this AI live thing. Whenever somebody sends a gift or sends a live or buys something from the shop, they do a certain type of reaction that is over exaggerated. I will not do that. Tetris every day. I just play whatever Tetris I'm feeling. I will not do that. And TikTok killed my account for it because I would not do their TikTok shop. So, my 300,000 following on there really means nothing. On Instagram, though, the same videos I post on TikTok or on Instagram, Instagram is doing great. People love that content. And I put that content on here. The shorts get the views. The long form videos, if I make a half-hour video going into it, I know people like to watch those. They like to, sometimes I like to put it in as the background. I'm not trying to hate on anybody that's doing TikTok shop content. If that's what you like to do, do it. I don't understand it. I will not do it, and I will not sell myself out like that. But it ticks me off that TikTok favors those accounts and they shadow ban the accounts that refuse to do it. They sent me so many notifications to join their TikTok shop and get commissions and push their products, and I would not do it. I will not do it. I don't believe every single person and their mother should be a salesperson. It doesn't come across as genuine. You could tell people are faking it to make it. People will buy it, they'll buy it, but I don't want to rant about it. I don't like TikTok anymore. I used to. That's where I got my start. No one viewed this channel. I had a couple hundred subscribers on here before TikTok. And Instagram, I had no followers on. I started posting this family history stuff on TikTok, and it took off. And I didn't think people would be interested in it, and they were. I posted it on here. And it started, you know, over 4,000 subscribers now. It's pretty good. Posted on Instagram, 42,000 followers. So, some people like it. Yeah, I won't do that. Yay! Follow me. Thank you for the gifts. Nom. I won't do it. I mean, I just did it, but I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I have more self-respect for myself, but some people don't have a choice. They gotta do it to make the money. I get that, but I'm hoping TikTok changes someday and realizes not all their creators are going to sell out to that, and they eventually just let that content go viral and let the other content go viral. It's not really the viralness that's bothering me with TikTok. It's the fact that because I'm not doing TikTok shop for over a year, they've hid my videos from my followers. I don't really like that. I had people tell me they can't even find the videos I'm talking about that are posted. I can see them, but you can't see them from another account, which is really weird. So, until they fix that, I have nothing good to say about TikTok. There is good. TikTok, I do credit for getting me to make up with Kentucky Fried Chicken, because if I didn't get the attention I got on there, we never would have made up. There never would have been that opportunity. It was a great place to build a community, but now it's just kind of dying. I see people diss on TikTok because they think it's a Chinese spying app. I don't really care. I really don't. But like, I diss on TikTok because genuinely they've hid my content, and it's not just me, it's other creators too. Mr. Hamilton, you guys know him. He has he's a Florida teacher. He does great impressions and voices. He's funny. He went viral in the early days of TikTok doing his dances. I'm friends with him now. I met him on Instagram and he followed me on TikTok after he saw that I had one. And he told me with his 10 million following, or however many it is, he's even seeing a drastic decline in viewership. He'll post a video, maybe he gets 100,000 views for the lifetime of that video, compared to having over 10 million followers. It doesn't make any sense. And he will not do the TikTok shop either. So that might have something to do. I'm thinking TikTok is, and this is just my own theory, I'm not trying to start a conspiracy theory or something against the company, but I think they might be purposely hiding content that's not promoting their shop. Because it, like I say, it used to be popping. That place, I was on that every day, making the videos and forming who I am now. Because I saw people were interested in this stuff, and I knew that I could do it. Nobody was interested in it, I probably wouldn't be posting the stuff. I'd be just doing my, I would just be posting my gaming stuff. I used to just post animations and games to TikTok, and maybe 1,000 people saw it, and that was fine by me. It was just a hobby thing. I was working at the time. Kentucky Fried Profit, what the heck does that mean? Last time I was here, it was like oh. I don't consider myself royalty. You know, the Colonel has grandchildren. They may not be Sanders, but they're Sanders. They have Sanders in them. The last name is just the last name. There's a lot of family. Now, granted, his grandchildren told me they don't want nothing to do with what I'm doing or the company anymore. They've moved on from it. But I want to consider myself royalty. I don't want to take that away from them. I'm just his nephew, continuing a legacy. Like I said about TikTok, they need to get their crap together, because I really did like, I posted it on everything. I put it on YouTube and Instagram after I started doing good on TikTok. And then once TikTok started crapping, I had videos that had like 300 views with the amount of following I had. It made my account look like it had botted followers. And I'm not going to have that. So I removed all the content that wasn't doing good off of TikTok. I moved it to YouTube and Instagram, and it excelled. So I don't even bother. I'll post a video that I posted on here or on Instagram on TikTok. I don't even bother responding to any comments on there anymore. I don't bother going live hardly on there, other than to get the you have to do it twice a month for a half hour each in order to qualify for their live studio. So I do that, but other than that, I don't bother with them anymore. They're not worth my time. I have a mission to get Uncle Harley's story out there, and I can't do that if the platform's not showing the people that followed me to see it. So when they decide to fix it, then I'll have something better to say about it. I will not diss TikTok for the political reasons that it's being dissed. I will honestly criticize the app for my own personal experiences and what I'm witnessing. YouTube did do it kind of when they changed their ad. I used to be a YouTube partner years ago, before Logan Paul did his bullcrap of filming that body in the tree, and they decide, hey, because this really famous guy did this, we're going to punish all you small creators, and they took it away from me. Now I made $14 in 2 years of being monetized, so it was nothing. I had no following, no views, but I was monetized. And now we're just a few hours away from reaching the watch time hour requirements for monetization. But when they did that, Tyler and I were the only ones on the channel at the time, and we were streaming GTA 5, making our videos on GTA 5, and we were furious about it. So we spoke out against YouTube on it. We didn't do very good we didn't do very good talking about it online. No views, really. So I didn't upload to YouTube for a long time after that. Maybe a couple videos here and there. Tyler and I would stream and record daily since 2014 on this channel, and then once they changed those requirements, we stopped out of protest. And fine, we won't make content here. And I started making it slow, maybe one video a month, and then disappear, another video come up, disappear. TikTok finally started to pop up, and in 2019 I made an account, and we started making videos on there, just little funny clips of the games, and a little bit of the other stuff like animations and trendings and bullcrap. Then I started to see the potential that I had on TikTok, and I decided I was going to apply it to other platforms. If KFC never hires me, I could at least make a living doing what I do for my family history and make sure it's remembered properly. Yes and no. I've done the Tetris thing. I didn't start to strive for the monetization until this year. Literally the beginning of this year, I decided, well, if TikTok ever failed, and it did eventually fail, and I had nothing else to fall back on because I was closing my business, I said, well, I need to work at YouTube. I know I can make a living doing this. And I still believe that. So I decided I needed to crack down and start meeting the requirements. So I looked at the requirements, what was needed, met the first one. Got 2,000 subscribers this year. And then, because I wasn't really applying any effort to this. All my effort was in TikTok. And it paid off on TikTok until they decided to change everything and they screwed over my account. Tetris, I've been doing this annual Tetris all August long for 3 years. This is the 3rd year. So no, this is not to reach the monetization. However, because I figured out how to stream on the shorts feed, and you get more views that way, because when you're streaming the other way, you are in the wide form, you are relying entirely on YouTube's based algorithm to recommend your video in the recommendations of others' videos. And you're also relying on your followers having the notifications on. So, figured out how to stream in this format. I figured, well, it worked on TikTok for a while and Instagram. I wonder if the shorts are as popular of a For You page as TikTok and Instagram. So I gave it a shot. And for the first time in a long time, we had over 100 viewers in the live. Oh, okay, that works. And, you know, my friends Tyler and Matt, they don't really like having a stream this way because when they go back to watch it, it's a little weird. They like to watch in wide form. They like to put it on the TV and watch it. But this is where the viewers are. You have to adapt to the viewers. The viewers want to see the content. They do, but they have to be able to find it. And the easiest way to find it right now is through shorts. So this is why I stream this way. And I already planned on doing Tetris all August long, every year, for the rest of my life, as long as YouTube exists. And, no, I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze, holy crap. No, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I'll mess up, don't do it. Don't you do it, don't you do it. Shoot. Thank you. Anyway, so I saw that we had that many viewers and the watch time hour jumped up, so I was like, yeah, it's a win-win. I'm going to do my regular scheduled program, and we get to meet the requirements. I'll have to read your comment in a minute, because I'm in a crucial part of this game, so hang on. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. Oh, I wish I didn't sneeze. Oh, my head hurts. Give me something I can use. That was me holding in the sneeze. You haven't seen me sneeze. I was trying not to let a big snot loogie fly out of my mouth. I didn't want to disgust all of you. Oh! I'm dead. Oh. Alright. Did you ever meet your Uncle Harley or any sort of... I'm a Gen Z. I was born in 97. First year of Gen Z, I believe that is. No, he died 17 years before I was born in 1980. I was raised by my grandparents, so they knew him better than my father did. My father knew him, but as a kid. And, so my father was born in the 70s. And he died in the 80s. He was born in 74, so... 6 years after he was born. No, he was born in 76. Uncle Alan was born in 74. Anyways, okay, so my uncle and my father were born in the 70s, and he died in the 80s. They got to meet him a couple times as children, but my grandma knew him from their wedding, couldn't make it to the wedding, so he invited them out to the Shelbyville Mansion, the Black Hall Manor in Shelbyville, Kentucky, next to the Claudia Sanders Dinner House. They got to stay there, and he gave them a couple things, and he visit with them, and then they ended up going. Oh, hold on. My brother-in-law is calling me to show me the baby, so I'll be back. Enjoy these images. Alright folks, I'm back. I got to see the baby. The baby. Okay, get back to that. He was like pleading, no, don't sneeze, don't, and then I sneezed. Yeah, I thought it would be a natural, hearty gentleman rhythm. No, when I, no, my brains come out when I sneeze. Alright, let's go. You know, I'm not going to show the baby on live here or on YouTube at all until unless my sister and brother-in-law say I could show the baby to you guys. But there is no Asian heritage in my family on record. But I'm tempted now, after the baby being born, to take a new DNA test to get new information, because the DNA test we took was a decade ago. So the baby makes me question it. Now, I'll put it that way, and only people watching this live will understand that. So if you go back and you watch the video where I say there is no Asian heritage, it's accurate. This baby does resemble the Sanders a lot, but it makes me question if we actually have some. So I still stand by we don't have any, because that's what our records show, but I may take another one, an updated one, just to see, and then if I'm wrong, I'll stand corrected and make a video about it. He's such a cute little baby. I want to smoke. Give it to me. I could do it on effect. I could do it here. Come on. This is it. I'm out. Posted future after August suggestions. Okay. Go look at it. Kentucky Fried Gaming. D&D campaign. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing D&D with the Discord members. Now the last time I played Dungeons and Dragons, it was a board game and we sat around a table, so I don't know how we would do that on here. I have a similar game to it in VR if anybody has a VR that wants to do that. Jackbox Party Pack. I do believe that is on Game Pass. GTA Roleplay. We don't really do role playing anymore. Our big role playing thing was Minecraft, and that was back in the day. Those videos are available for members only now. It's very cringe, but we had some good storylines going. rating system. Okay, finger licking. We might be able to do that. I used to do a lot of VR videos. We still play VR quite a bit, but yeah, all those are all but one of those are pretty good contenders. We don't do role playing anymore. I kind of grew out of that a few years ago. I never got into it with GTA 5. I just like playing GTA 5 online with my friends. It was quite fun. The Dungeons and Dragons one interests me. Yeah, our friends and I would screenwrite a bunch of stories. It ripped off a lot of the existing shows, but we did it through Minecraft. And I thought they were entertaining. When you go back and look at the quality and the acting, it's horrible, but it's fun to watch. But because those were so bad, they're in members only. And I probably won't have Game Pass next year. They keep upping those prices the way that they are. I would like an option like PlayStation has where you could pay for a full year and not have to worry about it for a year instead of paying monthly. They took that away. So I guess unless YouTube and the other platforms bring in enough or whatever I end up doing, after all expenses are covered, then maybe have that. But we're in a very fragile developing stage of the channel. I know I've been here for 10 years, but we haven't really cracked down on this channel until this year. So we'll see where this channel goes. I will remember my original commenters though, original followers. Unless you change your profile. You change your profile picture, you guys are on your own. I will not recognize you for a while. You'll have to remind me. I'm just going to be straight up with you right now. You will have to remind me online with my followers, and especially the very loyal ones that are always here. The moment you change your profile picture or your username, I don't know if you change your username, but your profile picture is the same, I will recognize you. But if you change your profile picture, you're a new person to me. Yeah, there's another channel called The Colonel. I've talked with them before. They thought it was funny. It's a more popular channel, isn't it? Or is it my other channel? Is it like a drawing of me? Because I have a host channel to this channel. Because when YouTube was early, they had I had a username that I went by online called Yogi the Hamster 10. I wanted all my platforms to be Yogi the Hamster 10. And in order to have Yogi the Hamster 10, I had to create a brand account through the host channel. Because my main YouTube channel was making me use a first and last name. I didn't want to do that. So I created a brand account to do content on. And it's worked out. I like it. I think I used YouTube to look up how to get a single name on there. That's why I'm able to do Real Colonel Sanders now, because it's a brand account instead of the other one. Do Real Colonel Sanders. Yeah, unless I copyright the name, it's fair game for anybody to really do it. And I can't copyright the name because Colonel Sanders is KFC's copyright. It's my uncle. So, I mean, they're not going to tell me I can't use my name But out of respect, I'm not even going to bother trying to copyright that. Real Colonel Sanders would absolutely confuse people if it was under copyright. I could fight it and win it, but I don't want it. I want to work for the brand. Let me work for them, then it wouldn't be an issue, period. They could deal with it when somebody tries to impersonate it, but like, I can't tell somebody you cannot have a username similar to mine because I didn't copy it. I had somebody on, I was able to get it taken down, but I had somebody on Facebook pretending to be real Colonel Sanders. And my Facebook and Instagram is really Colonel Sanders because there already is a real Colonel Sanders account on there. But somebody on Facebook created real Colonel Sanders, but I think they put spaces in between all the words, and they were impersonating me and trying to make money off of me. And that's a no-no. I may not be able to copyright the name without any issues popping up with Kentucky Fried Chicken's legal team because they own Colonel Sanders. That's why Colonel Sanders got sued by Kentucky Fried Chicken. Brown and Massey tolerated him having the Colonel's lady, but Hubling, who bought them in 1971, did not tolerate it, and they sued Colonel Sanders for using the and Colonel in the name of the restaurant because the Colonel was owned by Kentucky Fried Chicken. They own the Colonel, they own Colonel Sanders, they own Colonel Sanders' original recipe, they own Colonel Harlan Sanders. Harlan Sanders is not owned by them. They don't own that. You can't copyright an actual name, but Colonel Harlan Sanders can be copyrighted because Colonel's in front of it. And Colonel's a title. Interesting. Yeah, I've seen that one. That's the one that I've talked to. It's funny, back when I didn't like Kentucky Fried Chicken, I made my username on YouTube Real Colonel Sanders so that they couldn't use it, because theirs is youtube.com/Colonel Sanders, and I put real in front of my name so that they couldn't use it because I was more real than they were. And I did that because I didn't like them at the time. I didn't want them to be able to use it, make an account being Colonel Sanders. It just ended up being a good username for me because I am a colonel. Now I'm friendly with the brand and I want to help them. I want to help them grow. I want to help them reach new audiences. I want to help bring respect back to the Sanders name and image. I want to work with them. I want them to use my username. I want them to be able to use it. I wanted Lee to do it, but they didn't. I guess they didn't want to do it, which is fine. They didn't want to do it. They wanted to do it for free. They didn't want to do it for money. They didn't want to pay for it. But now I want to use my abilities and my knowledge and my well, I already said abilities. I'm sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on the game to help promote them. I want to be their colonel. No, I have not. You know, it's amazing. There's a Kentucky Fried Chicken copyrighted the Colonel's, or trademarked the Colonel's Kitchen. If you notice, they've been doing, I like these videos they do. They have people working in the kitchen, giving them insights on how they do things. And I think that's great. I love that. It's one of the best things I've seen them do. And they call it the Colonel's Kitchen. They call those videos the Colonel's Kitchen. It's trademarked. But if you go online and you look at the trademarks, there are 6 different The Colonel's Kitchen or Colonel's Kitchen out there. They have nothing to do with Kentucky Fried Chicken. But because they were slightly different, they did avoid infringing on Kentucky Fried Chicken. Like, if I open a restaurant called Real Colonel Sanders Chicken and Biscuits or whatever, I'm just throwing one out there. I'm not going to do that, but I think I can get away with it competing with them, because there's so many other things out there that are similar but not exact. Now, I wouldn't be able to wear this. I would not be able to dress in the white suit or wear this tie, because that would be purposely confusing brands, and you can't do that. There is a certain respected threshold with this stuff. I get a lot of people commenting, why don't you just make your own fried chicken restaurant, dress like the Colonel, and sell it? People will love it. Yeah, they'll love it, but KFC does own the rights, and I respect them owning the rights. I also, I hope they respect that I am in this family, and it is my name too, and I will use my name. I'm just not going to be anything about it. I want them to use me, but we'll see where this goes. Just do something for your community, and that it has to be put in the nomination. That's really the only requirement. There's some people I believe that shouldn't be one, and those are people that I have run into. There's some people that I've nominated myself that tricked me with the kind of person that they were. I thought they were genuine, and they just basically put on a show for me to nominate them, and they got the commission just so they could impersonate my uncle and call themselves the Colonel. So, you know, I got my regrets in life. But I get a lot of, oh, my controller's low. I get a lot of requests to open my own restaurant like that, but I don't think people realize you can't just do that. I mean, yeah, I'm using my name, which is similar to Uncle Harley's, but I'm not competing with them. Would I have been competing with them if Lee's took me up on the offer to be their spokesperson? Kind of, yeah. Lee's would have to dealt with all that. They might even had to change my look. That's why I went with the red tie at the time, but I don't think folks realize you can't just open a fried chicken chain, call it something similar to one that already exists, dress like their mascot, and compete with them, because that's open for a lawsuit. Heck, Lee, when he left in '66, I know about this stuff. When Lee left in 1966, he was sued by Kentucky Fried Chicken not to open another restaurant. He had to sign a bunch of papers, and they sued him when he did open it. My bad. He signed a bunch of papers that he wouldn't compete. He went to Ohio, opened a new restaurant to compete, and they sued him. They barred him from using 5 ingredients, barred him from using my Uncle Jim, barred him from wearing a tie, a string tie in his commercials. They barred him from wearing a suit in his commercials. He could not grow any kind of beard in the commercials. He could not get anybody that looked like Uncle Harley in the commercials. He could not use any depiction of Uncle Harley in the commercials. No close relatives to the Colonel other than himself could be used in the commercials. They sued him on all this stuff, and they were able to do it because Uncle Harley had sold the rights to his name and image to the brand. And Lee was also a president of Kentucky Fried Chicken, so he knew a lot of trade secrets. He knew a lot of things, and they were able to get away with this. So I know the limits, and he knew the limits too. So he pushed the brand a lot after he left them and started his own chain. He knew what he could and what he couldn't do, and he went with it. It depends. The nomination for me, I was pulled aside at the end of the food pantry at the church, and I was asked, hey, do you want to be a colonel? And I said, sure. They said, good thing. They handed me the commission. That was it. Some people get them at events. Some people get them at parties. Some people get them as gifts. Really just depends on who's presenting the commission. But yeah, going back to that thing, you can't just start a competing chain and confuse the brands like that. If I started my own restaurant, I cannot use Kentucky Fried and Chicken in the name. I could use my last name, and I could use chicken and fried. I cannot use Colonel Sanders Original Chicken, cannot use Colonel Sanders Family Chicken, cannot use the Colonel's. You can't use very obviously trademarked and copyrighted words and logos. I would not be able to advertise it like this. I would have to. I could make my videos online like I'm doing now, just like this, but I would have to change my look for the advertisements. I would have to disassociate the channel from the business, if that makes sense. So I'll leave opening a new business up to other members of the family when it comes to fried chicken, because they do have some good recipes. I'll leave that up to them if they want to do that. I want to work for Kentucky Fried Chicken. I think that I could get the family back involved in that brand, and I think that would be a very good thing if we do. And if someone else in the family wants to start their own adventure, they can. They are very well aware of the rules of engagement here. You cannot copy another business. You can't do it. There's some businesses out there that I don't understand. They're getting away with this chicken seasoning crap that's called finger licking. That's very, very close to finger licking good, which is a big trademark on Kentucky Fried Chicken. So I can tell people I'm not going to open my own restaurant. I'll do my own cooking videos online to give you my own theories of things based on research. And yeah, if other family wants to do their thing, they can do their thing. I think that I want to work for Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's what I want to do. I want to help them. I think I make a good ally. Hey, we got 11 people watching, one for every spice. Smash that like button so people know to watch us next time. We're going to end the live here, folks. Thank you for watching. We've been live for about an hour. Got 2 more minutes. I'll wait for the 2 minutes mark. I don't know if anybody did or not. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. If you sent supers or subscribed to the channel or joined the members, thank you. If not, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me yap. If you think that Kentucky Fried Chicken should incorporate a Sanders back into the brand as their spokesperson in some way, shape, or form, please, please, please start a poll or something. Tell them. I thought those were memes. Those were real things. No wonder they got closed down. Yeah, you can't copy another business's. You can't do that. You can't copy that. And if my channel was advertising another restaurant, okay. I know there's going to be commenters about Lee's eventually when they see this. If Lee's hired me as their spokesperson, that would mean that they worked out all the legality issues of what I could dress like, what I could look like, what they can use me for, and what they could do if they hired me. So that's no worries. When it comes to me starting a business or anyone else, if I use this channel to advertise a competing chain that I created, and I was dressed like this using my name, KFC would be in their rights to terminate that, to have sued me to make it change to it or to have it closed down. They can do that. Any business can. If I wanted to open a taco business and I put a big bell on there and called it Taco Lit Bell, they can take it down. Taco Bell could sue me for it. I mean, it's just common knowledge. So these people are making these things. I have seen the OFC where they completely copied the art layout of the logo for Kentucky Fried Chicken and the text of Kentucky Fried Chicken And yeah, there, it got to be shut down. You can't do that. You can't copy another business. You can't do it. I need original ideas. I don't even, if I started my own business, I don't even know what I would dress like. I think I look weird in anything but this now. So, you know, KFC, I'm right here. I'm willing to do it. You got me on your side. There's no way you could upset me at this point. I mean, we know people come to my page to learn about Colonel Sanders. They learn that he's real, so I don't care what ads you come out with. Make him flying through the air. I don't care. People know that's an ad. We know about the real guy, but it makes us want to go check out the restaurant anyways. So. All right. I'm going to head off. Somebody tell Kentucky Fried Chicken to look into